And no trip to Whidbey Island is complete without getting onto the water. We headed out to the wharf in Coupeville to set sail on the Suva. Built in 1925, this Gatsby-era schooner is now the proud flagship of the Coupeville Maritime Heritage Foundation.
Well, the crew are all volunteers, and all the maintenance work is volunteer also primarily. Sometimes there's a heavy job which we're not qualified to do and we'll take it to a shipyard, but most of the maintenance and upkeep is all volunteers. The crewing are all volunteers, and we just come out to sail and share the maritime experience with as many people who are interested. We're hoping that she can make her keep by doing that, and that way we can keep her going another 100 years.
Also on board was Lynn Hyde, director of Historic Whidbey, who shared with us some of the history of Penn Cove.
So Lynn, what's the chances we would see any orcas out here?
Well, I guess there were a couple orcas out here a few days ago, so you missed your shot.
Okay.
But we don't
Right.
see a lot. Back in 1970, one of the marine SeaWorld kind of places came doing a roundup of orcas here in Penn Cove and created quite a trauma for both the usual orca visitors and for the people who lived here. Orcas live a really long time and they never forgot Penn Cove, so from that time on it was a good 40 years before an orca was sighted in Penn Cove again.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's incredible that they remember.
Yeah.
That is just amazing. I mean, we know how smart they are, but that is really amazing how they're like, oh, we are not going there.
We're not going back. Yeah. So when they first started seeing them, probably about 8 years ago, and it's rare, you know, you might get 1 or 2 sightings in the summertime. You know, all the people who remembered the original roundup were like, oh, they felt a little bit like they could breathe a little easier that orcas were returning to their home.
I loved every part of the Suva, but I loved our crew.
It was
all
so
of
much
our
fun.
guys
They were all
on
so
the
nice.
boat. They were amazing, so interesting, so informative, and they love what they do. And then also kind of sharing the history with everyone on the boat.
It's a trip you absolutely need to